One of the most difficult things that people will go through in their lives is that of a bankruptcy or a foreclosure or even a divorce. Hi, I'm David Essel. So how do we thrive? How do we actually survive any of these calamities that we'll go through? Well, first of all, I want to let you know that there's a way out, okay? There is good news at the end of the tunnel. I know that there are paths that we can take and plans that we can make to help us during the path of foreclosure or bankruptcy actually to accomplish great goals and to set ourselves up for a brand new future. Think of it this way. The situation that we're in right now, before making that decision, we have a huge anchor, or maybe more than one, on our back. We need to let the anchor go. Number one, meet with a great attorney. Now, I'll tell you, in the past, I'm a client of the Carmen DeLutri Law Group, and I will say to you right now that these guys were amazing for me personally. You want to make sure you connect. You want to make sure there's an emotional connection. You want to make sure that when you're going through something so intimate where you become so vulnerable that you have to be so incredibly honest, and then you have to go through all the procedures of filling out paperwork and everything else that goes along with one of these situations, that you really do trust the group that you're working with, that you really know they have your best interests in heart, that there isn't any kind of high sales push. It's just, how can I help you? What can I do for you? Well, over the years, I've become friends with Carmen and his group after I went through some very challenging periods in my life. And now I've come back to offer through his organization, and I hope that no matter where you are in the United States, you'll take advantage of this, ideas and thoughts and tips on how to make the most of difficult situations. So number one, find an attorney that you really trust, that you connect with, okay? That there's an emotional connection, not just a strategic connection. That's what I believe anyway. It's the same thing with choosing a doctor. When I choose a doctor, I want to have someone I can communicate with. That's crucial, number one. Number two, stick to a timeline in regards to getting your paperwork in on time as they request. So many times people going through these situations, they procrastinate, they delay, they deny, they don't deal with life at hand, and all of a sudden 2 or 3 or 4 weeks down the road, things are even messier. That was number two. Number three, reach out into your community. If you're a person of faith, get more involved with your church, your synagogue, or your spiritual path. Make sure you're taking care of yourself from that perspective. If you need to join support groups, join support groups. Reach out. In other words, what you're going to hear on this few-minute video is that don't isolate. One of the greatest mistakes people make when they're going through a great challenge in life like this is they allow shame and guilt to get the best of them. And they isolate. They pull away from friends. They pull away from their neighbors. They pull away from coworkers. They may even pull away from their own family members because of that feeling of failure. But let me tell you this, there's even more good news on the horizon. Think of people like Walt Disney. Walt Disney, the great success story of America, went bankrupt 7 times. 7 times. From what I've read about his work is that not any of those times did he ever totally say, I'm just going to let go and give up. That's it. I'm over. You know, I'm a failure. Remember this. This is so crucial. We need to remove the shame and the guilt. We need to make sure that we're getting help. You may actually go out and look at speaking with a minister, a counselor, a coach to be able to give you tips and ideas on how to move ahead in life. But I'm going to leave it like this because I want this to be short. Don't do this alone. Reach out. Even ask your attorney, whoever you're working with, do you know any support systems in the community to help me move through this difficult time? They're going to help you with the most important things you got to deal with in regards to the law. But there's so many other organizations and individuals that can actually help you take advantage of this time down in order to create a great future. My mentor, Joe Cerulli, was homeless and became a multimillionaire. I could go on and on with great stories, but just remember this. If I can help you in any way. Our work, I've been a master life coach helping people to overcome challenges for over 20 years. Our work is to do exactly that. Visit TalkDavid.com. TalkDavid.com. If we can help you, we would love to. Chin up, stay positive, and the only way you're going to do that is to reach out and ask for help. Have a great day.